Since our last video, I've added a few finishing touches to this area. You can see the line painting has now been added, and it accentuates the differences in the asphalt coloring, both the yellow and white striping. This product is Highways and Byways, very good product, and I've used it throughout this industrial area. You see I've got stop bars and the center yellow line, and this line has now been completed along the entire length of the roadway. I've also repainted this road with, again, varying shades of gray, showing that perhaps there were some utility works that cut through the asphalt, and so there's some lighter sections, darker sections. This area here towards the end, again, you can see some patchwork. But overall, the base scenery after 11 years is complete for the layout. See, we've added in small amounts of weeds between the tracks. I can always come back and add more if I want to have a more overgrown look to the yard. If I hadn't used high ballast with sort of ditches between the tracks, I might have gone for more infill, but the way I did the ballasting, it would drain well, and you wouldn't necessarily have an overgrown feature. But I can always come back and add more. In the back here we see one of the crossings and the service roadway to access the turnouts. And again, the plank road crossing here, crossing two tracks. With the service road tailing off into the distance, you can see that there's a couple of tire tracks, then it fades away into grass. The only reason it would be for someone to go down there is if they had a problem with a locomotive or some other very rare repair job, so they would be just driving on a grassy area. You can see we've added grass around the edges of the buildings as well. And even at this far end here, there's a little set of stairs that I've added because of the difference in elevation, plus the grass works, even a hint of a few weeds along the edge of the building. You might remember in the last video, this area here, there was a small asphalt patch. It looked like a potential parking spot or some other area of interest that I was thinking about developing, but I gave it a second thought, and because of all the industrial urban features here, I thought maybe we need to have a better balance with between scenery and roadway. So I chipped out the roadway and filled it in with grass and a bit of shrubbery, and it gives a bit of more nature in the middle of all this urban jungle. I think that worked out well.